the first thing I want to talk about is the newly released trailer or full overview from AlphaTheta, also known as Pioneer DJ, for the new CDJ 3000X. New Pioneer CDJ 3000X. They look fucking fantastic. The screen on the CDJs is just, it's mad. It's like an iPad. The screen on these new ones is fucking like an iPad. I swear to God, it's absolutely crazy. But let's actually check it out regardless. This is courtesy of AlphaTheta CDJ 3000 Professional DJ Multiplayer full overview, courtesy of the official AlphaTheta channel. Let's see what it's saying.
From nightclubs to festival stages around.
By the way, AlphaTheta, horrible name.
On the world, the CDJ multiplayer has empowered.
Wow, look at how they used to be back in the day. Wow, look at what the CDJ used to look like. Look at that jog wheel. There's like an indentation in the jog wheel that you hold, and I'm assuming that's how you kind of nudge the CD or the tune around. Fucking, they used to. I actually like that look. I'm not gonna lie. It's literally like a square. Nowadays CDJs are like a rectangle, but these are like a literal square. That's pretty cool.
Or DJs to express their sets with creative freedom.
I wonder if they have a museum. I wish Pioneer would do that one day. They haven't done it yet, but I wish Pioneer would do like a pop-up museum of like all their CDJs, all their audio equipment, headphones, whatever. That'd be fucking sick. I'd love to go and see see how they kind of made stuff back in the day. There were samples, all this malarkey. Maybe you get to see the Virgil fucking Pioneer CDJs up close. The ones that he got designed especially for him by Pioneer, that was see-through with no labeling, no signs or anything. Ugh. Or translucent, I guess, right?
Freedom from professional reliability.
That's the way I started. That's where I started. I started on these ones. Those are the ones I started on. Big up Alibi.
DJs to express their sets with creative freedom from.
Yeah, I started on these ones. I think these might be the 1000s. I don't know what number they are, but those are the ones I started on. I started on these ones. They had the CD drive in them. No big screen. The screen was just that little screen there on the top. Just that little rectangle tube there, right there. That was the only screen. And they had a CD obviously to play with. No USB stick. I'm pretty sure no USB stick on these. Just straight CD. And you'd have your little CD wallet and you'd be opening it up, flicking you through your tunes. It was weird because that time, right, when I was using CDJs with a CD, they felt super advanced compared to a vinyl turntable. You know? Weird, innit? Like CDs somehow felt super. I remember you rock up to a turntable and you felt like you had a USB or you're running your fucking. Nowadays you can play tunes on a CDJ via your phone, you know, connected to your record box, like wirelessly. You don't even need a USB stick. But back in the day, having a CD felt like you were super, super high tech.
Professional reliability, setting the standard for DJ gear for over 30 years. Today, building off the globally acclaimed CDJ 3000, the next flagship professional DJ player inherits the familiar legacy that DJs have come to know, while offering next-generation advancements in expanded media support, enhanced browsing, improved sound quality, and refinements to performance features.
Now that I've watched, I'm seeing this as well, right? I'm starting to think to myself, like, I'm not too sure what the best option is. Like, is the best option to save and get an all-in-one DJ system, a unit, like the thing that DJ AG uses and what people use, right? You can get one of those like DJs, I think Pioneer, is it CDJ RX or something, right? It's like an all-in-one unit with a built-in mixer, 4-channel, 2 turntables on the side, and it just lift it up, right? And you can still use a USB stick. Or are you better off just buying one turntable each? I think because they're like £1,000, right? Plus, right? You might as well buy one turntable each, the Pioneer mixer, you know what I mean? And just build it up until you get the full set. So you have the full club setup at home. I think that might be better, you know? It's a little bit excessive. It's a little bit excessive to have like 10 grand worth of equipment at home that you're just doing for a hobby, right? Because, you know, at the moment, you know, there's no real aspiration to kind of properly take it at the heights. I just want to be able to play and mix and kind of stream on, like, because that's the one thing I want to do. I just want to be able to stream DJ sets as often as I can, just by having a setup at home. But I'm wondering if is it worth it getting this massive, like, gargantuan T-Rex, Tyrannosaurus, fucking crazy setup just for home. When most of the time I'll be literally a quasi boardroom DJ. It'll be like, you know, full kit wankers. You know, you play football and the guy rocks up at goals and he's got the whole kit. He's got the latest fucking Nike boots, the latest socks, the latest wristbands, the latest gum shoe, whatever. No strip, but he's fucking terrible. I wonder if this is the same thing. Like, you're at home playing the shittest tunes, but you got 10 grand worth of equipment.
Hello everyone, I'm Priyon Joni from AlphaTheta, and we're excited to introduce to you the new CDJ 3000X, AlphaTheta's next generation DJ
wow,
player.
look at the screen. Look at the screen size.
From touring DJs moving from stage to stage, to the professional DJ who needs a reliable player in the booth.
You see, the entry is still weird though, isn't it? I wonder if they can do like a magnetized thing. Put in your US. I'm glad I'm not the only person. I'm glad it's not just me. There's something about putting your USB stick into a CDJ that is still quite nerve-wracking. You don't want to bend the tip of the USB. I mean, like there's something. I wonder if they maybe could add like a magnetism to it, so it kind of clicks in. Maybe there's another way to plug it in. I don't know. Maybe we should be plugging it in from the bottom. I don't know, but I always thought I was the only one that kind of got a bit nervous about sticking my USB key into a CDJ. But even this guy in a demonstration, he's kind of making sure that he doesn't fuck it up. You know what I mean?
At their nightclub, the CDJ 3000X introduces several updates allowing for a diverse variety of styles. In addition to LAN connectivity, the CDJ 3000X now has built-in Wi-Fi.
Whoa! Built-in Wi-Fi. God damn. So you don't even need to carry a USB stick anymore. Oh, but that's horrible though. That's gonna make it open to requests, isn't it? Obviously, no one will probably know, but nowadays, yeah, it's going to make it open to request. One of the good things about having a USB stick is that all you can say is that all I've got is this, you know? That's all you can say. If someone tries to ask for a request, you'll be like, I've only got this, sorry, you know? But now, if you have Wi-Fi, essentially you could take requests and stuff. I guess if you want to make some money, you could do it, right? You can have a bit of paper, and then people could pay you a tenner or a $5 every time they want to request a song, and you write it down and you play it whenever they want it. That might be a good way to go do it. It's a little bit weird and it makes you feel like a fucking human jukebox. I've done it before, right? I think they call that open format DJs, right? That's kind of where I cut my teeth, playing open format sets. But I love to mix those sets with like your own stuff you're playing. So you go and play at a pub somewhere. Most people don't care that you're there. You're getting paid in drink tokens. You're getting paid in food. You might get paid in baggies and shit. But really and truly, you know, no one really gives a shit that you're there. But then what happens was really good is that you sometimes get a chance to kind of like play your own shit, you know? You kind of get a chance to like play your own stuff and mix it in. But yeah, that CDJ request ain't too bad actually. I don't mind it. Wi-Fi, but the request just pissed me off, I swear.
Direct internet access wirelessly. On the front panel of the CDJ 3000X, an NFC touchpoint allows you to instantly access online music by simply holding your smartphone, running the latest version of Rekordbox Mobile for iOS or Android right over the reader. No need to type in your password. Simply hold your phone on the reader and sign in to your Tidal streaming account when you have the DJ extension add-on or the cloud for your music library.
That's fucking sick. I'm sure this is a subscription service anyway. I'm sure this is not going to be free. It's going to be a subscription service. But that's fucking crazy. And you can sign into Beatport. Fuck. So if you buy songs on Beatport, legitly, which, you know, sometimes I don't do. Whoopsie. But if you buy songs on Beatport and maybe Juno download, I think, are they linked together? I'm not sure they are. You can access all that stuff wirelessly. Fuck.
If you have the creative or professional Rekordbox plan, you can instantly access your Rekordbox music library stored on the cloud using Cloud Direct Play. Alternatively, if your mobile device doesn't have NFC or you don't have the Rekordbox mobile app, you can still do a single sign-on. Using the CDJ 3000X, you can pull up a QR code that you can scan with your phone, which allows you to sign in to your Tidal or cloud account the same way. On the CDJ 3000X, there is now a second USB port for your music library that is now USB Type-C. And the USB...
There's a second USB slot on one CDJ. God damn it, that's sick.
Port for computer connectivity has also been upgraded to USB Type-C.
Wow.
The new USB Type-C port for storage devices is located right below the USB-A port on the top left. So that means you can now use a flash drive equipped with USB-A or Type-C ports, or one with either.
Oh wow, that by the way, I kind of want that too. That's the new Rekordbox USB stick, right? It's got both types of USB ports on it as well. I kind of want that stick. That looks kind of good. That looks kind of cool.
Like the SanDisk DJ flash drive. You can now browse, select, and manage your tracks more intuitively with the CDJ 3000X thanks to the new larger 10.1-inch high-resolution capacitive.
It's a little bit too big for me, you know. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit too big. Too many options there. It's too bright, you know. In the dark nightclub, that's just glaring in your face. But you know, I guess it works to some degree. But one thing about it is like the touchscreen is very snappy. It's not laggy at all. You kind of feel like it pops around really quickly.
Touchscreen, which allows you for displaying up to 16 tracks in the browsing screen, up to 12 tracks with the medium and large text sizes.
Wow, 12! That's a game changer. That's a fucking game changer. Anyone that, because usually, I'm not too sure about you guys, but when I organize my DJ playlist on Rekordbox, I'm usually organizing the list by the order I want to play the songs in, or rough order. Like maybe before the proper order, and then the second two will be ideas. You know what I mean? I kind of do it that way. So that's quite cool that you have all the lists. So then if you're maybe feeling like the song that you're playing number 4 doesn't really go with number 5, you can quickly skip to 12 and not have to scroll. You know what I mean? That's actually really good. I love that. I fucking love that. 16 tracks. That's fucking cool.
With better visibility and smooth control, you can find and play tracks much quicker.
Yeah.
For rapid searching, you can copy track info simply by holding the track and paste it into the search bar by clicking paste.
Oh, thank God. Copy and paste. How long did that take? We needed that. Yes. Great feature.
Keyboard. And for the first...
Yeah, to find edits and stuff. Like if you want to find an edit, like sometimes you'll be scrolling through your library and you might find the original track, but you won't find, but you don't know where the edit is. You don't want to type it out all the time, so you can quickly just go boom, boom, boom. That's really good. That's really fucking good. Don't get me wrong. You should be always prepared and have all your fucking things stored and, you know, organized in a certain way. But sometimes, you know, some things happen and shit.
Time on a CDJ, you can edit playlists by reordering the tracks directly on the unit.
Yes.
Click edit on the display to activate edit mode. By selecting a track, you can rearrange or delete tracks within a playlist.
Oh my God, that's so helpful. That's so helpful. That's so fucking helpful to reorder the tracks. That's so helpful. Because sometimes I'll be, like I said, I'll organize my playlist in the order I want to play in. Because some DJs are different. Some DJs put their songs, like all the bangers in one folder. All the fucking peak times in that folder. I mean, I like to just have all of my set lists. Like, I go through my set list like 10 times, you know, before. Like, I play the whole set in my head. I speed run it through. I think of ideas, think of different types of blends, think of different alterations and stuff I can add to it. But then sometimes I'll have maybe the beginning and middle sorted, but in the end, I'll leave open-ended just in case, you know, on the day, the night takes me another direction. But I love this. I fucking love this, man.
And if you're using Cloud Library Sync, the changes will reflect automatically synced across all your devices. Sometimes a track that is 70 BPM could be analyzed at 140 BPM and can play back the wrong speed when using beat sync. On the CDJ 3000X, you can now change the BPM to double or half time value within the grid adjust. Double and
love that as well. Love this.
Halftime adjust allows you to correct the BPM value of your tracks manually, so you don't have to worry about tracks playing back at the wrong tempo.
Yeah.
CDJ 3000X.
That's something that happens quite often. That's a common gripe actually. I can't have some, especially if you rip like vinyl, especially if you do vinyl rips. I think that happens quite often.
Now has Playlist Bank for quick access of up to 4 of your favorite playlists. And each individual CDJ 3000X has its own independent set of 4 playlist banks. This is
big up Don Dotter's practically a PC, a tablet PC and CDJ. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like I've long had a very secret dream or desire, which I'll share with you guys, to actually design my own version of a CDJ, like a minimalist version that isn't too full of like too many bells and whistles. Like maybe at max it has a loop feature, but that's about it. Just really basic pause and, you know, cue and play, but a really stripped down, bare kind of CDJ sort of like style. Kind of taking inspiration from what Pioneer did when they made that translucent CDJ for Virgil. Taking away all the signs so that you're only focusing on the bare necessities, which is cue and play and fucking loop. I think that's really important. I think there's a market for that. So as much as I like all these features, I think the screen, all that, is too interactive, it's too distracting. I want it to be a little bit more, you know, I don't know, a little bit more practical, a little bit less, you know, a little bit less entertainment looking wise, if that makes any sense. The entertainment should be what you're playing, not the screen and all that malarkey, yeah? But hey, I wonder if that's possible. Maybe it isn't, who knows?
Really useful for back-to-back sets when you're playing with another DJ so that you can get back to your own favorite playlists.
By the way, I like how he organizes all these tunes, man. Everything's organized properly. Everything's organized in keys, the titling. Yeah, I like this. No fucking around here.
On the CDJ3000X, you can manage tracks from various media sources all into one playlist with global tag lists.
Wow.
That means you can tag tracks from USB drives, cloud storage locations, as well as streaming services, so they appear in one single list.
Wow.
The tracks from online sources will automatically start downloading as soon as you tag them, which helps minimize the load time. Track information display time has also been improved with Rekordbox Cloud Direct Play, so you can browse just as smoothly as tracks stored on your USB drive. By tapping the track title on the track ID display, the CDJ3000X now gives you the ability to hide your track ID, indicated by the visibility icon.
I love that. I love that. You can gatekeep tunes now. I love this. I love this. People like Adam Paul, people like who else I'm thinking of? People like Adam Paul, people like Boys Noise. He's a known non-giver of track IDs. Who else? Too many people to mention. Too many people, but a lot of DJs are gonna love that. A lot of DJs are going to fucking love that. High track ID, you know. I fucking love that. That's so funny.
On to the right. The track ID remains hidden even after you load a new track. You can toggle it back to visible by tapping on the same area again.
Now we're going to be properly, back in the day, right? Now it's different, but back in the day, when something was unreleased and you didn't know what a track was, you wouldn't know what it was until it dropped. Nowadays, because everyone wants to promo this stuff, like I saw some guy recently actually, I think it might have been, was it Kind of Music? Well, I don't know, it was something. I saw some page that posted, oh my God, this DJ played this amazing unreleased track. And the producer who made the track immediately was in the comments saying, yes, my song, it's this song, it's not out yet, you know? He immediately gave him, you know, basically let everybody know who it was. Back in the day, that wasn't the case. Back in the day, you wouldn't even know who the artist was. You wouldn't know the fucking artist. You'd have to just like hope and pray it drops at some time. And then, you know, for some reason, I don't know why dance music, they're able to do that. You can't do that, I don't think, in any other genre. I feel like with dance music, they do it really good when it comes to like leaking or playing unreleased tracks. Like I remember there were times where Dixon was playing like unreleased tracks for like 4 years. Like 4 years playing an unreleased track. Then it finally drops and the hype is still there. No one's like over it or bored. People are still super happy to get it. So I wonder why dance music, electronic music, they can do that, but other genres can't. When a track leaks, it kind of kills its momentum, you know, in hip hop or anything else. As soon as the track leaks, it killed its momentum. There's no point in releasing it. Like recently, Drake had a record that leaked, right? And he got pissed off because, you know, there's no point in releasing it now. It's over. It's done for.
This is especially useful when performing where there is also a crowd behind you. In addition to the popular touch cue feature, which allows you to listen to any point of the track through the headphones by pressing on the waveform, the CDJ3000X introduces the option to set hot cues from the point you're monitoring called Preview Hot Cue. When you use the touch cue feature, you have the ability to set new hot cue points ahead of the track that is already playing. You can use it creatively to choose a section to drop or skip to, or come up with a unique technique that involves the hot cues.
I love that. You can hot cue in advance in case you're thinking of maybe jumping to another section. So when a drop comes in, maybe you want to drop it to another part of the song. I love that. Or maybe you want to speed up your fucking mixes. I don't know. I quite like that too.
For smoother cueing, you can enable Smart Cue on the CDJ3000X, which automatically overwrites your current cue to the last hot cue you click.
Nice, nice, nice. Oh,
this eliminates the need to manually do it, saving you time when playing live. To let you know that Smart Cue is enabled, the play button will turn white. To indicate to you which hot cue is armed on the current cue, the current cue button will change to the same color as that hot cue. Gate cue is now on the CDJ3000X, allowing you to temporarily trigger hot cues only when the button is held down while the track is paused. This opens up new creative possibilities for tone play and other performance techniques.
Oh, sick. I love this. I'm not gonna lie. No one's gonna use it though, but you know, most of the people that I've listened to. But I do really like this feature too. A really creative way to chop up tunes like in real time, like using a fucking NPC and shit. I love this.
Built to deliver exceptional reliability for the most demanding professional environments, the dependability of the CDJ 3000X has improved over any CDJ before it. The Cue and Play button has been rebuilt to withstand 500,000 presses more than the previous CDJ 3000.
You hear that, the Blessed Madonna? You hear that, my queen, Blessed Madonna, wherever you are, darling? I hope you heard that. She's like, challenge accepted. Big up Blessed Madonna. Blessed Madonna's like, challenge accepted. Big up Blessed Madonna. Big up Blessed Madonna.
Whether you perform dynamic scratch techniques or need to finally bend the tempo, the CDJ 3000X's expanded range of jog wheel tension adjustment allows you to manipulate your tracks more precisely. When you set the jog feel knob all the way to heavy, you'll notice there's more tension on the jog wheel than the previous CDJ 3000. Building on the high-quality sound design and advanced digital audio processing developed for the CDJ 3000, the CDJ 3000X takes audio quality to the next level. With a new high-performance digital-to-analog converter by ESS technology, the CDJ 3000X achieves a better signal-to-noise ratio over the previous model, resulting in a cleaner and more refined sound reproduction. A newly designed power supply unit reduces unwanted noise and enhances low-frequency power, delivering punchy bass and warm tone that won't tire the ears, even during long sets. The sound tuning of the CDJ 3000X was refined through on-site testing in various club environments and developed with input from professional sound engineers, ensuring exceptional audio performance in any setting, from intimate venues to large-scale outdoor festivals. Carried over from the CDJ 3000, the CDJ 3000X features an aluminum faceplate.
That's kind of the idea that I had for my stripped down CDJ that I want to build one day. I wanted to just be like completely steel or like aluminium, just brushed, sort of like looking like a CDJ version of a fucking Cybertruck. Just really really stripped down, pared back sort of thing. Very small LCD type of screen, or maybe like a little, like maybe half of that screen, and that's basically it. Cue plays, pitch slider, and nothing else, you know? Nothing else too crazy. I think that would be a really cool thing. And obviously maybe a loop function, but very, very basic, very kind of bare bones type of thing. I think that might actually look pretty sick to kind of mix up with what we got here. I guess maybe if you wanted to, you could just put a fucking case over your CDJ, like a skin, to kind of hide all the other buttons and stuff. But I'd actually want to rebuild the whole thing from the ground up, make it very simple and very chill and laid back.
Now with an anodized brush finish. The CDJ 3000X will also hardware unlock Rekordbox's performance mode for...
That looks so good, doesn't it? That looks so good. A setup. Imagine having that. I might have to try and save up for this. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually thinking about it now. Maybe instead of just trying to get another, because I need to get another MIDI player anyway, because mine's kind of dying. I've got an old, what's mine? A DJ, it says a DJ SB something. One of those SB ones from back in the day. The ones that used to use with Serato DJ and shit. But nowadays, you know, a Rekordbox is the way to go. And obviously, unfortunately, now with the new Apple fucking OS, you can't even use Serato with that control anyway. So it's a bit annoying. But I was thinking of getting a new MIDI player. But I'm thinking now, maybe instead of even getting the all-in-one DJ setup that I needed, or that I wanted to do to play outside, maybe just get the fucking CDJ setup, you know? It's a bit crazy, it's a bit excessive, but that might be the way to go.
Mac or PC. You'll also have USB HID support for Serato DJ Pro when the CDJ 3000X is used with a Serato compatible mixer, either through hardware unlock or a license. At launch, the CDJ 3000X supports 2 streaming platforms, Beatport Streaming and Tidal. With Tidal featuring single sign-on, you can tap to connect or sign in with a QR code. Also carried over from the CDJ 3000, the CDJ 3000X features a locking IEC cable to help minimize the risk of unwanted power disconnections.
Nice.
And options for AlphaTheta Care extended warranty services are also available for the CDJ 3000X. So with new expanded media support with built-in Wi-Fi and USB Type-C, along with the large 10.1-inch capacitive touchscreen for enhanced browsing, and an improved jog wheel, buttons, and sound quality performance, The new CDJ 3000X is your next generation DJ player you can take to the stage and perform creatively with confidence. If you have any questions...
Yeah, I love that. I'm not gonna lie, I love that. I kind of want a pair. I want a pair so fucking bad. But I think they're probably gonna be like what? They're gonna be like $3,000, I'm assuming, judging by the number, right? Let's see. How much is West End DJ? God damn. God fucking damn. Not including the mix and stuff. What's that? That's 2,400. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's like what, nearly 5 grand, 4,800. I think the CDJ is like what, 600 probably, I would guess. Maybe. Let's see how much the CDJ costs. I need to know this thing so I know what I'm fucking going for when I get it. God damn, bro. And imagine someone burgles your house. You'd be crying so hard. You'd be crying so hard if somebody comes in and burgles your house with that type of level of equipment in there. Oh my god. Is that how much fucking DJMs are? Pioneer CDJ mixers. 1,000. I guess to be fair, you can get these secondhand pretty deep. 4-channel mixer. There's a Mark II. That probably is good enough, isn't it? 1,000. That one there might be good enough. I'm not going to lie. Let's just do Pioneer DJ. Let's do AlphaTheta. So yeah, most likely that one over there will be a good enough, right? This one, a DJM 750 with 4 channels. That's probably good enough for. That'll probably be good enough to do the job. So that would be what's that in total? In total, that would be about $5,899. God damn, or £89. Sorry, £5,899 altogether. That is crazy. And then the whole CDJ unit, one unit together is a what? All-in-one DJ system. How much is that? The one that DJ AG used. Yeah, see? So it's probably way more cost effective to get one of these, isn't it? An XDJ AZ. My initial is kind of funny. And an XDJ RX3. An XDJ X AZ is available for 3,000. 2,700, 2,800 basically. That's pretty good. That's pretty good too. But yeah, man, fuck. Pioneer have got a stranglehold in the industry, bro. Nearly 6 grand for the whole DJ setup is wild, 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 wild. But I guess it is worth it in the long run. I guess it is worth it in the blood clot long run. Big up Pioneer. Big up blood clot Pioneer. Can't wait to see how that fucking track ID feature gets used in real life. I can't wait to see people getting pissed off about the track ID shit, not being able to see it, because sometimes you can like peek over and check it. A lot of clubs have like things to cover, or usually the CDJ isn't so close to the stage that you can see. But I guess if you're standing behind in a booth, you can see everything. But if you're on the dance floor, it's kind of hard to see some of these fucking CDJs.